Dear precious participants, get your books and pens ready because our program is about to start. A gentle reminder for everyone to fill in the form given in the comment section for the use of attendance certificate and lucky draw. Thank you. Dear beloved wizards, hello and welcome back to our second session. I hope that everyone is still feeling excited for the next slot regarding personality. A bit about our speaker for this evening. He is a program coordinator for international business at University Kuala Lumpur UniKL Business School, recipient of Mara Subsidiaries Icon Award 2016, and one of the authors for 8 established publications. Without further ado, let us all welcome our speaker, Mr. Zulkarnain bin Ahmad, with his talk titled DISC Personality. The floor is yours, Mr. Zulkarnain.
Hi, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good evening, good afternoon, to everyone. Thank you very much, Miss Speaker, Miss Emcee Norhaizal Atira. And first of all, I would like to say thank you very much for everyone, especially for the UNIZA, to inviting me for this gift talk, okay, especially for the DISC personality. And I believe, okay, some of you guys, or maybe the audience out there, okay, already informed or maybe just heard about the DISC personality. So today I would like to give you some what we call it to know about the personality, because this is 4 types of the personality, because this is based on the personal. Okay, for myself or myself itself, I have a DNI more a higher score rather than the others 2 things. All right, so today, especially for those who are not yet to know more details about the ISA personality, we have this session for you guys, and inshallah I try my best, okay, to deliver and to make sure everyone out there, at least after this, especially for the final students, after you entered for the working any sector, for example. So how we can deal with this type of the personality. All right. So again, I would like to say thank you very much for everyone, especially any platform, especially for the Facebook, because right now in this StreamYard, I have a look about the command from the Facebook. So inshallah, I try my best to read the command, and inshallah, if they got a question, something like that, I try to answer the question, right? Okay, so can't wait. Yeah, I'm Fatiha Manan. Thank you very much. Okay, so actually during the classes, okay, I have something like two ways communication, but this is the new for me, the new platform by using this StreamYard. Sorry, so I try my best to have something like two ways communication to give the information about the DIC personality. Okay, hi Fatin. All right, so actually before I start, okay, the MC Norhaizal Atira already informed about myself. My name is Zulkarnian Ahmad. I'm from UniKL Business School, and right now I'm going to post a lecturer and also for the PC or program coordinator for international business. And then about the ISC personality, can we start now? Yeah, DISC or D. I got some. Yeah, thank you very much for the slides. Okay, DISC personality. Actually, D, they got the definition of the D, and then I also got the definition for the I, and then S also and C. Okay, so if you look at from here, okay, next. Okay, maybe some of you guys maybe just need to know, okay, or maybe some of you guys the audience just look at the DISC personality through the Google, or just asking the Mr. Google or Miss Google what that's mean for the DISC. Actually, this stand for dominance, and then the next one is I stand for influence, and then the next one S stand for steadiness, and then the last one, the C one, is stand for compliance. So, and I believe so, okay, for the participant, I already gave the form, this the form for the, would like to know about your personality, okay, based on this answer. And then if you already answer this kind of the form, I think you already know which are the, what we call it, the highest score, especially for the total score. So based on that form, I already gave to the secretariat. Okay, and then if you look at from here, you can answer based on the row and column. So for example, for the row number one, thank you, Miss Guidance, because got cursor over there. Thank you very much. Okay, rule number one, okay, they have a strong will, and then the next one, they have persuasive, and then kind, and also humble. So based on these four categories, so which one are you? The most thing. For example, you got strong wild, okay, rather than other three. So you just circle that one. And then same goes to the row number two, and so on. Okay, so these are the example. Okay, I give you the example how to circle and then how to answer based on your personality. So please make sure your form, you just circle only one answer based on the row. Okay, and then after that, after you circle all that one, and then the final one, you can calculate the total score for each column. So okay, next. So if you look at from this slide, okay, so we have the example of the total score for each column. Okay, for example, column number one got 4, and then column number two got 5, and then column number three got 3, and then column number four, the final one, got 3 total score. So these are the example how to answer the how to answer for the form, and to make sure either you are which are the category, either D, I, S, or C. Okay, so I believe everyone out there or the audience already answered this form. So if you didn't get this form, maybe you can ask the organizer to get this form, and then later on maybe you can answer this form to make sure you can know which are you based on the personality. And I would like to say, I would like to inform you about the DIC personality for today. Okay, next. All right. So after you got the answer for the DISC, okay, I'll circle one diagonally and horizontal based on the horizontal. Okay, they got 4 categories, right? You just answer only one. Okay, the most about you, the most characteristic about yourself. Okay, for example, you are humble, so you are very humble. Just circle that one only, and then calculate all the, because they got 15, right? So the total must have 15 out of 15. Okay, that's the correct one. Yeah. Okay. So after you got the answer, because today slot is quite limited. Okay, actually during the talk, actually I got at least 2 or 2.5 or 2.5 hours, something like that. But today I just got only 1 hour, so I try to cram everything, okay, to make sure I can fulfill the time given by the organizer for today, only 1 hour. So that's why I gave the form early for you guys to answer. And then for those who answer, or you got already, I know what is the total score, especially. So from here, you notice either you are which category, either D, I, S, or C. So we go to one by one. Okay, if you look at in terms of the slide given, or in terms of the slide shown you right now about the dominance. Okay, so in bahasa in penguasaan. Okay, if you look at from here for D, okay, if I mentioned to you, if I told you, because I'm one of the personality, I got D highest, and then the I highest for the total score. So if you look at from here for the D, or dominance, the characteristic personality or person under, they have a very high D because they are very high confident. Okay. So when you talk about very high confidence, at least, okay, for example, your lecturer, or maybe any task given, maybe short time, short period. Normally, for the D person, they are very confident to fulfill that task. This is very important for the D personality number one. Okay. The character number two, if you look at from this slide, love to competition. So means here, any competition you will to entered or to participate. This is for the D1. Maybe, for example, I give you another example in your class. Okay, you got another friends, or maybe your classmate, something like that, and then you trying to make sure you got more marks, okay, rather than your classmate, because you try to compete with them. Okay, compete your classmate. So this is the characteristic under for the D personality. Okay, love to competition. Okay, and then the third characteristic under D personality, okay, if you look at from here, you always something like busy, okay, always busy, okay. For example, during my study, okay, during my study in UUM, University Utara Malaysia, for your information, I'm always busy. Actually, I'm not staying at my room. Okay, I just go and what we call it, enter all the club, okay, offered by the uni KL. During my study, I think around 15 club I joined together, okay, to make sure I can gain something from that club. So this is example for the characteristic under the D person. You are always busy. So if you're working, okay, maybe any task or any a job given by the, maybe your boss or you supervisor, something like that, you always take that opportunity or that task, okay, because you always be something like busy. So this is the not characteristic under the D personality. Okay, so maybe the audience, okay, maybe in the Facebook, because I can look the command for the Facebook here. So if you have something like this kind of the characteristic, maybe so you can say yes, or maybe this is my dominance, okay, characteristic in my life, for example. So I can read your name and your command. Okay, and then the next characteristic under the D personality, also they have the innovative. Okay, this kind of the person, they are very innovative person. So actually this is the best way, or the best thing, how to make sure you can fulfill, okay, especially if you're working in the organization, okay, you're trying to fulfill about the objective or mission of the vision of the organization, for example. So the innovative characteristic is very important. Okay, so that's why the one of the characteristic, for example, innovative is one of the goals for the organization to achieve their goals. Okay, and then the next characteristic under the D personality, if you look at from this slide, you are the person always be something like faster. Everything you need are faster. Maybe you eat faster, and then you anything, any job or any task you do must be by faster, not very lazy, something like that. Okay, this is very interesting about the D characteristic or dominant characteristic for your information. And then the next one, we have the characteristic under D about the achievement. So you look at about the achievement. Okay, for example, you got awards. Okay, maybe for the student, just you must receive every semester for Dean Awards. Okay, that example also for the D or dominance characteristic. Okay, and then the next one under the characteristic for the D, also this person have the result orientation. So you must look at in terms of the result. Okay, Zuli, interesting, yeah, very interesting actually. So you look at in terms of the orientation. So the person, if you have something like look at in terms of the result, okay, for example, after a year, okay, because today is the last day for this year, right? For 2021. So for those who are working in either in the government sector or maybe in the private sector, for example, you got 5 for D and then 9 for I. Oh, mashallah, Alpha Johan. You have D and I, very dominant about that. Okay. So if you're working either private sector or maybe government sector, this is the way how we can what we call it, fill the KPI or key performance index. Okay, to make sure you can have a good result. Okay, for this end of this year, for example 2021. This is for the D person. Okay, and then later on we look at other personality based on other I, S, and C, and then the next characteristic under the D personality, if you look at from here, okay, a decision maker. So for those have high, for example, that person, that girls, okay, mentioned they got 5 and 9. I think 5 D and then 9 for what we call it for I. So that's mean got 14. Actually, you got, and you must have another one because total must have 15. Okay, so please check about your answer. Okay, I get the most high. So this is your characteristic, your person. No, Nabila Azman. And then for those who are very have a high or high a characteristic for the D total score, they are really have to something like trying to write something. Okay, for example, for give a command because they have very high confidence. This is very interesting about the D person, yeah. And then back to the decision maker. Okay, DM or decision making. Okay, this is very important, especially if you're working environment. Okay, if you work being a something like manager, okay, manager or executive, something like that, you must do a decision making or decision maker. So the D also, you must have this kind of the characteristic because any problem or any issues, okay, related with the environment, for example, this right now currently because of the pandemic or COVID-19, you must to decide the real decision making to make sure your decision is can give something like impact for the organization. I got the highest, but at the same time has hard time to be innovative in most situation. Fatin Maisara, yeah. Okay, thank you, Fatima Sarah. Okay, next, for the D characteristic, also, if you look at from here, is you must look at in terms of the achievement. Okay, you need the achievement. Actually, you got achievement upstairs. Okay, so after faster and then need achievement the same one. Okay, you need to look at about your achievement. For example, you need to have at least awards. Okay, or maybe you got something like what we call it in any competition, you must at least got at least number one, number two, or number three. This we call it for the achievement. So D characteristic or D personality, they're trying to look at in terms of this one. Okay, and then the next one characteristic under D also, you need the testimony. So anything or any cases or any something like there's someone selling something, selling products, okay, selling the service and so on, so they need to know what are the testimony. So this is the D characteristic person. Okay, the SI one got one, the SI got one. Okay, and then for Johan, so D5, I9, and then S1, so total is 15. Correct. Okay, Alpha, so means Alpha is I person. So after this, I'm trying to give the information about the I characteristic. Yeah, just wait and see. Okay. So that about the need testimony. You need to have the testimony before you believe about something. This is the D characteristic. Okay. And then the final characteristic under the D personality, if you look at from here, always say what being something like being what we call it a bossy, boss here always say what, and what, something like that. This is the D characteristic. So if you work later on, or maybe some of the audience already work in the organization and so on, and then you watch this kind of the what we call it talk, okay, about the IC. If you have something like always say what and then what, again you have a lot of question, so you are under the category D personality. Okay, all right. So that's the characteristic for the D, and then sorry, we look at in terms of the dislike. Okay, the D person, they dislike about being taken advantage. So don't like anyone, okay, any colleague, something like that, or any classmate just taking advantage to you. They don't like. Okay, so please, if you have a friend, maybe yourself, okay, have a D characteristic. You're very what we call it very high, so please not take advantage to other person. Yeah, please. And then loss of control, they don't like any loss of control because they are very specific. Okay, they are very look at in terms of the orientation, okay, or maybe long-term orientation, something like that. So they don't like about the loss of control. Okay, this is the personality. Okay, and then the next thing about dislike about the D person is inefficient person. They don't like inefficient person. So if you have friends or maybe your group or teammate, okay, to do the assignments, okay, maybe any assessment, okay, that one person, okay, wow, this is me, okay, Izyan Najat Bujidi, okay. All right, actually a lot, okay, a lot of person they got D, either they got maybe the total score maybe D or I, okay, something like that. But we need also the person, um what we call it, have the personality for S and I. Even for D and I also, you must have the S and I. Later on, I will talk about the what are the specialties or what are the characteristics for the other personality. Yeah. All right. So inefficient person they don't like. Okay. So please, if you have a friend, yeah, very another category for the D person. Okay. Please never ever become a inefficient person. Okay. Please. And then the next one for the D, they dislike about indecision. They don't like the person under the indecision. Okay, and then they also dislike the person very slowness. They don't like for example during the task and so on. You are very slow. Okay, relax, cool. They don't like this kind of the person. So please make sure if you have friend or maybe yourself. Okay, for the D category, you are dislike about this thing. Even myself, I don't like to even if you look at based on my personality or my characteristic for the communication right now, I don't like something like to speak one by one because I like something like tap 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 something like that. Okay, this is about the D characteristic person. Okay, and also the limitation. Okay, the D person or D characteristic, actually you have the limitation. Okay, so if you look at from this one, you have two types of the limitation. The first one is you are the person very impatient. This is the limitation about the D. However, I'm very kind. Che Izyan Najat, yeah. Maybe you got a I or S, okay, in terms of the score, okay, because this is in terms of the for example, we have one audience, they got 9 for D. Am I right? So means you are very high in terms of the D. So this kind of the category of person, they are very impatient. Okay, and then of course they are very selective listener. Okay, for example, during this talk, okay, and then the organizers just sharing the poster about the talk day one and day two, they just look at it. Who is the speaker? Okay, is it the speaker or got doctor or got a professor, got professor? They look at in terms of this one. Okay, they are very selective. This is limitation about the D%. All right, are you interested about the D personality? So we need to move after this about the DI personality. Thank you very much. Okay. Before I forgot, can you go back to the previous previous slide? Sorry, yeah. Okay, about the limitation. So if you look at in terms of this characteristic for the animal, okay, especially for the bird, if you look at from here, the dominance, okay, the dominance characteristic, if you look at from here, you being something like eagle, okay, eagle always to very high, and then you are very sharp, Okay, you are very fast, and then you are very everything about the ego characteristic. Okay, very interesting. So yeah, Shahmi Haikal. Yes, actually, this is very interesting. Okay, because especially if you what we would we work with the organization, or we work with the human, so we need to know about this kind of the characteristic, or this kind of the personality. Okay, to make sure we can work together, because some of the colleague, okay, some of the guy, okay, some of the friends, okay, maybe your classmate, they got the S category or S personality. So how we can capture, especially for the D, because D actually don't like for the S person, because the S person is very slow, very cool, very relaxed. So how we can manage this kind of this situation? Okay, all right. Next, thank you very much. Okay, I influence. Okay, influence in bahasa pengaruh. You always influence others. Okay, I am very impassioned in most situations, but I try my best to become an understanding. Fatin Maisara, yes, better like this. Okay, you try to become an understanding. Okay, all right. For influence, okay, if you look at from here for the I person or I personality, okay, especially I think that girl got 9 or 8 for I. Okay. Okay. Actually, I try to read the comment from the private chat here, but I barely influence anyone. Yeah. Okay. Nur Iza Atira. Okay. So if you look at based on the characteristic under the I, okay, actually I person or I personality, okay, you are very talkative. Okay, that's why I mentioned to you I have D and I most higher score. Okay, Nurul Ain Manan, it remind me of the MBTI test, sir, but the ISC is easier to understand. Yeah, actually, they have a lot of the tests, and this is one what we call it the technique. Okay, especially if you learn in psychology paper, okay, psychology courses, something like that. So this is the basic one actually for the ISC, more easier to understand actually. Yeah, MBTI, okay, that's maybe another methods we can have about the personality for the person and so on. Okay, so go back to the I person. You're very talkative. Okay, maybe I think, okay, I think Nur Izzah Atira. Okay, because Nur Izzah Atira is one our MC for today. Arif Haikal, I got 8 for I. Yeah, Arif Haikal. Okay, Nurul Izzah, maybe she is high in term of the I personality. Am I right, Nurul Izzah? Where are you, Nurul Izzah?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah. The
All right.
highest in I got 8.
Hey, good. Okay. So the I person, they are very talkative. That's why Iza chosen being a MC. Okay, maybe you being MC for this lot. Okay, maybe for the university program, something like that. So for those who have the I most what we call it most highest score, something like that, so actually you can being a MC, and then you can be give a talk, okay, maybe just spontaneous talk and something like that. And then normally for the I person, they are very what we call it very shining. If you have something like in a team, okay, you are very shining person. Okay, Nur Nabila Azman, my friend is I because she influenced me her Utara dialect. JK. What does mean JK? JK is a joke. Okay, joke, sir. All right. All right. I think so. That's a system percent. Okay, actually for the audience, okay, maybe in a team or maybe the big audience, something like that. So that person, they are very shining. Okay, there's something like maybe some person they're going to the give a talk something like Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, for example. Okay, for the I person, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. They are very shining. Okay, the very talkativeness. This is the I person. Okay, influence. All right. Do I shine thought? Yes, Nur Iza, you are very shining today. All right. And then I characteristic also, you are very enthusiasm. Okay, you are very enthusiasm. Okay, you are very what we call it have an energy. Okay, this kind of the influence person. That's why I mentioned during in a team they are very shining because they have the enthusiasm. Okay, that's the characteristic under the I person. And then the next one, if you look at from here, the characteristic Yeah, bling bling. That one of the character under the I person. They love to have a bling bling thing. Maybe their shoes, their fashion, okay, their makeup for women, okay, they are very bling bling or bling bling. They love to use the what we call it the bold color. This is the I person. That's why we have the example of the bird here is parrot. If you look at for the parrot, they have a colorful. Okay, they are very what we call it very enthusiasm. Okay, I feel attacked. This is me. For Johan, relax, relax. This is just personality. We try to learn about the other's personality, and then we try to blend because for your class, okay, later on maybe you work the organization, we try to blend which is different characteristic, okay, to make sure we can feel something like a very harmony, okay, especially in the organization. All right, so optimism, that's another characteristic under the I personality. And then also under the I personality or characteristic under the I person, they are very energetic, okay, they are very energetic, and then they are very friendly. For example, if you meet somebody, okay, you don't know, but you meet somebody, just say, "Hi, my name is Mian." Okay, my name is Iza, for example. You are very friendly, and then you may start first. This is the I person. Okay, okay, we got something from this session as well. Yeah, and then the next characteristic under the I person, he also they have very flexibility. Okay, for example, Iza, I think our slot today we postpone to 3:30 p.m. Okay, Iza say yes because they are very flexible. That example, okay. So this kind of the characteristic actually you are under the I person. Okay, you are very flexible. Okay, I got one for I personally. Talking and socializing is tiring for me. Fatin Aisha. Okay, you try to groom. At least you got at least three. Okay, three or four. What we call it the personality under the I. Um, personality. Yeah, I also only got one for I. Okay, Akila Al Husna. So please groom yourself. Okay, to being something like at least three or two. Okay, at least, and then enough. Okay, not so high, not too low. Okay, and then that's for the flexibility. And then also under the characteristic for the I person, you are very variety. Okay, you are very variety means you have a change something like you can do two things or three things together in one time. Okay, you are very variety. This the person of the characteristic under the I person. And then also the I person, you are very entertainer. So if you entered for the Maharaja Lawak, for example, okay, or any performance, okay, you are very entertainer. This is the I person. That's why we need I person, especially for the program such as right now. Okay, my friend always said diva, diva or divo for a guy. All right, Izan Najat Ujidi, correctly. Okay, that's for the entertainer. And then the next characteristic under the I person, you are very spontaneous. Okay, you are very spontaneous. Okay, very spontaneous. Anything, for example, the program, okay, don't have any MC, and then suddenly the organizer said, Iza, can you have our MC for today? And now they say, okay, no problem. They are very spontaneous. This is the person for under the I category or I personality. This is very important. Yeah. Okay. Next, for the I person, you also have the characteristic for need appreciation. So please, if you have a friend or if you have a lecturer, for example, or maybe if you have a colleague, if you're working, so please say thanks. Okay, for example, after the end of the event, thank you, Iza, for being our MC for today. So Iza is very cheerful. Oh, thank you, Alhamdulillah, you are most welcome. This is the need appreciation person. They need appreciation. So please at least say thanks. Okay, I got zero for I, Nurul Fariha. Please groom something. Okay, you need to learn from Izzah or other person you are very high in terms of the I or influence characteristic. Yeah. Okay, and the final characteristic for the I, if you look at from here, need testimony. Okay, so D and I, both characteristic or both personality, they need testimony. So they need to have, okay, for example, for the event, you're very successful. Who are there? I need to know who is she, who is he, something like that. They need testimony. This is the I and D person. the same category. That's why D and I actually they can friend together. If you have friend I and then another friend got D, actually they can be a best friend. Okay, best friend forever, ever katanya. Alright. Okay, that's the characteristic for the influence or pengaruh. Okay, and then we move to the part of the very dislike. Okay, for the I person, they are very don't like about the social rejection. So please, if you have friends, if you have anybody, they are under I category, please don't say about the rejection. Okay, for example, can we go to the restaurant? At least we have something like to drink, something like that. Okay, for example, yeah, and then you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not really have time right now." So this I person they don't like about this person. Okay, they dislike about social rejection, especially for the friends. That's why they try to have or being something like start for the conversation. Okay, to have something like, "Hi, my name is Nian." Okay, they're trying to introduce yourself and so on because they like or they love to have this social things, a social environment. Okay. This is the about the dislike. Do we need to be balanced in all four? Yes, actually, Aisyah Okay. Later on, the conclusion, I give the conclusion about this one. Yeah. You need to balance actually. Okay. All right. Next, for I got 6 for I. Is that an okay number so far, Siti Humaira? Okay, if you have got 6 or 7, maybe D got 7, 3 or 4, it's okay actually. But you try to minimize or maximize in certain part and based on the situation. Okay, later on, I give the conclusion after this. Okay, for Johan, I'm okay with rejection, but I have problem with letting go. For Johan, yeah. Yeah, actually quite similar. Social rejection and letting go, they don't like. Okay, and then the next character, the next things. Okay, the I person they dislike about routine. So they don't like to have something like the what we call it the timetable, and then early in the morning, 6 morning wake up, and then 6:30 take a bath, and then 7 breakfast. They don't like. They feel something like, oh, I love to have a drinking about this what we call it go to shopping right now. Yeah, they are very good in terms of that one, but they don't like about the routine. Okay, based on time and timing. So this the have the what we call it they have version. Okay, they have a different shade about the I and D person. D person they love and have the timetable. They love to have a routine, but I person they don't like about the routine things. Okay, and then the next one, the third things, the influence dislike is about formality. They don't like about the Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we would like to have a something like blah blah blah. They don't like anything at all. They don't like at all about the formality. Okay, because they are very spontaneous and then they are very energetic. Okay, so that's why they are very shining in the team and so on because they don't like about the formality. Okay, this is the I percent. Okay, and then the limitation of the influent person, if you look at from here, is lack of focus. So maybe sometimes, maybe okay, I'm not saying about all I person they don't focus about the study. Okay, but a lot of person, if the I or I score very high, means you are not have any focus. Okay, maybe in terms of the task or maybe in terms of the job, what we call it, given by the boss and so on. You are not really focused about that. This is the limitation for the I percent. Okay, all right. That's have the example as I mentioned. We have the example of the bird here is parrot. Okay, parrot is one of the category under the I percent. Okay, next. Okay, we go to the third category or third personality for the S. Okay, anyone of here got S? Okay, do an I person like having a loose daily schedule? Like they enjoy random event or spontaneous activities. Actually, if you are very high in terms of the I characteristic or I total score, actually yes, that's their characteristic for the I person actually. Okay, for your information. I lose focus so many times I lost count. You lost count. What time of the count? Is it the number? Is it the match? Okay, is it the statistic? So please Okay, sometimes you need a focus. Okay, okay, we move to the third personality, steadiness. Okay, or in bahasa kesediaan, you're ready. Okay, this is a steady person or steadiness person. The characteristic for those who got score high for S, okay, normally they are very friendship. That's why we need sometimes the S person or S personality, because the S, they are very, very friendship, very good in terms of the friendship and so on. Okay, I got the highest for S. Ainas Zamri. I think you are in this category. Yeah, you are very friendship, and then also you trying to have or trying to got the good relationship with your friends, okay, your classmates, your teacher or your lecturer. Okay, this is about relationship. This is the S person, the characteristic under the S person. And then the S person, okay, I have two for S. Asia okay, I got two. Okay, two okay, two or three, that's okay. That balance actually. Okay, and then for the next characteristic, if you look at from here, is the person under the S category or S personality. Actually, you are very cooperation or cooperative. So any task or any, for example, assignments, this person actually they are very cooperate together. This is the best way about the S personality. Okay, and then the S personality also they are very patient. Okay, so S and I actually they not ngam, not keep a good friendship. Okay, because S they are very patient, but for the I they are impatient. See the different about these two characteristic or two personality. Okay, I got 9 for S. Oh my God, Sharafi. You a lot. Okay, so means if you have a team, what we call it, assignments, a team assignment or group assignment. So I think Sharafi is one of the partner, the best partner, because they are very good in terms of the cooperative. He give the idea, okay, give some the what we call it, the brilliant opinion, something like that. This is the S person, yeah. All right. So next, we have the characteristic for under the S personality. If you look at from here, we have relax. Okay, this S person, they are very relaxed and cool. This I mentioned for S and I, actually they are not really, really good friends. Okay, because S person, they are very relaxed and very cool. Okay, cool lah, brother. Cool lah, sister, for example. Yeah, all right. But for the I, oh no, 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 cool. I need to have a result right now. I need to need what we call it, the things right now. They have a different. I can only one for S. Okay, no Nabila Azman. Okay, it's okay. You try to look at in terms of the situation. Okay, later on if we have the what we call it, the summary after finish all the four category or four personality, I give you the summary about the what we call it about this kind of the personality. I got 5D, 5S, 5C. Am I intensive? Indecisive. Okay, so Kyra, okay, later on maybe you can look at why you must have at least for the C personality. Okay, because oh sorry, you don't have I. Okay, you got D, S, and C, and then equal. Okay, you don't have I. So at least you must have at least two or one I. Okay, and then good enough for you for your life, and easy if you can mingle around with your friends, with your colleague and so on. Okay, that's the best way. Okay, and then the next characteristic under the S personality, if you look at from here, S personality, they are very slow. They are very slow anything because they are relaxed and cool. For example, okay, we have excitement and then must submit for tomorrow. For IND person, yes, they must do before. Okay, they must do on the dot and so on. But for the S person, relax lah. That's one is you must submit tomorrow. It's okay. Maybe tonight I can have time and then I can do all my part. For example, this is the S category, and I think I believe okay, you have a friend such as the S personality. Okay, sometimes we need the S personality, especially for the cooperation part. Yeah, and then also for the S personality, they need appreciation. So please, if you have S person or S friends personality, you at least say thank you. Okay, just minimum say thank you. If you give a gift, something like that, that's not very, very interesting about yourself. Okay, if you give, if you just say thank you, that good enough, okay, for the S and I person. Okay, and then the next characteristic for the S person, they always say how. Okay, for example, if you have something like the assignments, and then you have the task and so on, and then D and I, sometimes they can give their opinion, and then they can show the way to the S person, because the S person, they always say how, yeah, how I can do about this kind of the task, okay, this assignment, okay, this lab assignment, for example, they need to have a guidelines actually. Okay, this is the S personality person. Okay, and then if you look at for the dislike or the thing they don't like at all for the S person, okay, they are very personal rejection. They don't like for the personal rejection, same like the I person, and then suddenly change or changes. Okay, for example, today they say A, and then tonight or maybe that night they say no. This suddenly changes. Okay, this is the as person. Okay, they don't like. Okay, they don't like this kind of the changes, because for them, if you say A, means you must do A. Okay, you can say A minus, A plus, or B plus. Okay, you can't, especially that's why I and S, they're not very good, not together, not good together. Okay, for your information, because for I person, they always something like not focus, and then suddenly they change and so on. But for the S, they don't like this kind of the person. Okay, kenapa slide tak full screen, Eka? Okay, all right. Next for the dislike about the S person, S personality, insensitivity. Okay, they don't like for the person if you are insensitivity. Don't like this kind of the person. And then also, S person, they don't like for the person if you are not have a good in term of the impatient thing. They don't like this kind of the person. Okay, that's why they're not ngam together with the I person, because I person, they are very impatient. Okay. And then if you look at in terms of the bird example, the characteristic for the birds, if you look at from here, we have pigeon. Okay, pigeon is one of the what we call it characteristic shown about the as person or as personality. Okay, and then for the S personality, actually, they have their own limitation. If you look at from here, the limitation is about overly modest. Okay, that's the limitation of the S person. They are overly modest and then resist change. Okay, so these are the limitation. That's why they are dislike about the suddenly changes and so on, because they resist of the change. Yeah, become maybe stress. Okay, and so on. Right, so that's the S characteristic or S personality. And then we move to the final personality for today for the I. Next. Sorry, for the C. Okay. Okay, compliance. Okay, compliance. If you look at from the comply, okay, they comply. Okay, the characteristic for this kind of the personality, if you look at from here, they are very accuracy. Okay, very accurate. So anything task or job, okay, about the data, about the number, they are very accuracy. Aha, this is a compliance or in bahasa kepatuhan, ya. Okay, accuracy, dia very accurate. So anything about the data, anything about the bar chart and everything, they have accuracy. Say accuracy. So that's why we need to have at least 2 or 3 category under this C, personality. Okay, because you need to accuracy, especially for your assignments. Okay, especially for the subject for the maths. Okay, statistic and so on. They are very accurate, or maybe accounting. Okay, and then the C person or compliant person, the characteristic, the next characteristic is about caution. They are very caution. Okay, for example, if you need to do something like a program, okay, they try to look at what are the effect, okay, based on this kind. If you need to have this, if you look at or if you take this kind of decision making, what are the effect they look at in terms of that one. Okay, this is for the C or compliance characteristic or personality. And then the next one for the compliance personality, you are very high standard. Okay. So that's why I inform you, we need to have at least C% in our group assignment, because they are very high standard. And then they try being something like last checkup before we submit the assignment to the lecturer. Okay, they're very high standard in terms of the APA system, in terms of the what we call it, the numbering system and so on. They are very high standard. Okay, this is for the C, or compliant personality. And then the next one, the C person also, they are very organized. Okay, they're very organized. Maybe during the meeting they have or something like a book, a notebook, okay, to write down any task and so on. And then they have something like, or maybe what we call it, the chart, and then the mind map. Okay, they are very organized. Okay, for the books, they are very, what we call it, very susun cantik-cantik. For example, they are very clearly, very look at into of the color. This is for the C person. C person seems so trapped. Siti Humairah, okay. For example, this color blue and always blue. Okay, red, red. Okay, green or green. Something like that. They are very organized person. Okay, this is a C. C person or C personality. And then C also the characteristics, they are very formal. Okay, they are very formal. And then they are very analyzer. Okay, they are analyzed. Okay, that's why if you work in the what we call it, in the organization related with the quality, okay, in part of the, what we call it, in QC, quality control, this is the best platform you can be work for the C person. Okay. And then the next one, CNS also, they are under category slower. So relatable. Murfika Sohana. Okay. C and S. Okay, they are very slower, and then they have good in terms of the preparation. So in if you have a person under the C category of personality, if you need to give any task, okay, for example, being an MC, you must give a preparation. Okay, you must give at least a week before. You can't give a suddenly, because C person, they don't like about this kind of the situation. Okay, they need a preparation. Okay, they need time to prepare. And then also for the yes, ha ha ha, agree. No, Fatina Atira. Okay, next, next characteristic under the C things is about getting it right. Okay, that's why I mentioned about the anything about the, what we call it, about the APA system, about the numbering, number 1, 2, 3. They can't say 1 and then 4 and then 5 and then 10. They can't. Okay, because they are look at in terms of the perfectionist. Okay, the other words is perfectionist. Okay, and then for the C characteristic, this person, yeah, always say why. Okay, for example, you give the task, why I must do like this, because they are very accuracy. Okay, they need the answer. So if you have a friend under this kind of the category or personality, you must prepare with the answer. Okay. Right. Next, we move to the dislike. What are the dislike thing under the C person? Okay, compliance person. I got 7 in C. Muhammad Haris Azhar. So you can work in the high quality. Okay, for the quality. What we call it, for the QC, and then being something like to checking a certain thing. You have this kind of the good work later on. Okay, Muhammad Haris Azhar, or maybe if you have a friend or a group assignment, so Azhar may be one of the person you can submit all the part and so on, and Azhar can do a checking because they are very accuracy, caution, high standard, and so on. Okay, and then dislike things about under the C person is they don't like about the criticize of what they do. So please, if you have a friend under this characteristic or personality, please never ever criticize them. Okay, they don't like. Okay, because for them they are very good in preparation, and they are very formal, and then they are very organized. Okay, and then also the C person, they don't like any surprises. Okay, for example, you have an event, okay, surprise, you selected our being our speaker. They don't like. Okay, they dislike. Okay, because they need a preparation. Okay, they don't like any surprises. And then the next dislike things under the C person or personality is they are very deliberate. Okay, they are very deliberate. Okay, that's for the dislike things under the C person. And then we move to the limitation. For the C person also, they have their own limitation. Okay, the first one is overly criticize of self and others. Okay, because there are always questions. They need answer starting from A to Z. They are very overly criticized of self and others, and then they are really unpredictable. Okay, maybe you have a friend. Okay, yes, surprises are really awkward. Nora Fatina Atira, eh? All right. And then if you look at for the example of the bird characteristic here, we have owl. Okay, owl is one of the characteristic under this kind of the category. Okay, they are very cautious. Okay, they look at first about the mouse and so on, and then suddenly they just no. Okay, they're very accuracy. Okay, they're very slow, they're very analyzer. If you have a what we call it a the experience to meet the owl, okay, that's the interesting for the C personality. All right. So this is the last slide for today, and right now it's 3 to 2 p.m. So we have another 7 minutes, okay, before we finish for this session. The second session for today. Am I right? Okay. So the as a conclusion, okay, maybe if you have the question, maybe you can write through the Facebook, and then I try to read the question before we end this session. And as a conclusion, actually, we must to balance. Okay, balance for each category or personality. Okay, for myself, okay, before I know about myself a personality test, and before I do the personality test and so on, I very high in terms of the D. Okay, so right now I just move it, okay, a little bit for a I person, being a I person, because being a lecturer you must have this kind of the category characteristic. Okay, because in the class, especially for the or what we call it online class, okay, you need to have something like body movement, because the I person, only I person can have a good body movement actually. Okay, so at the same time, any task or related job and so on, I very have a something like for the S and C. Okay, I try to make a balance, and then once again, as a conclusion, you must look at in terms of the situation. Okay, for example, you need to have a decision making on time during that things. Okay, you must have been a D%. Okay, you are very high in terms of D%. And then sometimes maybe your boss or maybe your subordinates or maybe your what we call it your top management. Okay, for example, I got both six in S and C. Okay, you are balanced 6, 6, 12, and then another 3. I'm not so sure which part. Okay, so you try to balance. Okay, to make sure based on the situation especially. Okay, for example, your boss just mentioned, Nian, can you have being our MC for today? Because this is work. Okay, you can't say no. Okay, at least you try. So this I can give the example, the summary based on this kind of the personality. And then again, please make sure how to what we call it balance this kind of personality. Try to think. Okay, try to look at or try to read about yourself, especially before you sleep. Okay, today I do about this one. I very deep. Oh my god, why I just suddenly said no to my friend. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, tomorrow just say sorry. Try to do like that. Okay, and then after that you can be a good person, and then everybody can friend with you. A question, sir, how do we groom ourselves to gain more mark in certain trait? Okay, about mark. Okay, yeah, how to groom, eh? Okay, especially you must to understand what are the DISC. That's why I informed you the characteristic for the DINC. Okay, Elisha Sharzula, eh? Okay, you try to understand, and then based on the situation you try. Okay, the situation I must have a D for the high marks or the D characteristic. This is how we can balance or mark during the situation. Okay, I think I got I can give the right answer for you. Okay, all right, any other question? We have another 4 minutes. Okay, before I okay, sorry to interrupt, but you have 5 minutes more. Okay, all right, so I think that's all for me. Thank you very much, and then thanks again for you guys for this session. This is just a knowledge. Okay, it's just a knowledge, a sharing knowledge. So if you need more information, you can go or ask for Mr. Google or Miss Google, because they have a lot of DISC tests of personality about that, and then more details about that. Okay, I just make something like what we call it, cram all the info together, because this is only for 1 hour. Actually, not enough. Okay. All right. So, Iza, can you give tips on balancing personality in the working environment? Okay. That's why the most important thing you must know the category of that person. If you made the category the person they are very D, so you notice D person they don't like about this one, especially for the dislike things. Okay, so never ever do about dislike. And then you try to balance. Okay, for myself, okay, because of the experience, okay, working experience, so on. If I made somebody they are very S category, we try to being a S person. Okay, because we know the character of the S are very slow, relaxed, and so on. This is how we can balance, especially if you're working. Even being a student, also you must have this kind of the four characteristic of four personality to make sure everybody can feel something like, oh, Nian, I think I live to have a friend with Nian because Nian is something like blah 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 blah. I feel something like the what we call it 300%, okay, 300-degree person. Okay, they notice about you because you have this kind of the testing for your personality. All right. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir. I learned a lot about myself today. Yeah, Fatima Shara. So please share to others. Okay. And actually, I already shared the slide with the organizer. Okay. So please cut a slide from the organizer and also for the form. Okay. Thanks a bunch, sir. Personality talk is an interesting topic. Yes. Especially for the final year student because later on we go for the internship and then you go for the working environment. Okay. Working things. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And then over to you, our MC, Miss Nur Izzah Atira.
All right, thank you very much to Mr. Zulkarnain for opening up more horizons in our minds on personality. Personally, I think it is actually very easy to understand and it is very interesting to know. I think all of us have a better and clear understanding on personality traits that I think is very beneficial for all of us in the future. I hope that all of us could benefit from this information positively. Before we part ways, we would love to invite our speaker to take a photo with us. So please welcome the others as well. All right. I will do the countdown. So please
Yang
stay in
minat
your
aku
pose
yang
for a few
makin
seconds.
tak aku
So
kat yang
3, 2, 1, smile. 3, 2, 1, cheese. All right. Thank you everyone for joining in our photography session. So thank you again, Mrs. Zulkarni. All right. Thank you again, Mr. Zulkarnian. And I would like to remind everyone to fill in the form given in the comment section for the use of attendance certificate and lucky draw. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have ended our second slot for today. We will now continue with our exciting mini game. This time around, the House of Slytherin will be guiding us. I will pass the floor to Miss Aisa and Miss Kalisa. Take it away, girls.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Aisa Omar and together with me is Wan Nor Kalisa.
hello everyone.
So we are going to be your host for this Kahoot Spelling Bee mini game. Alright, just to let all of you know, the spelling bee, the time allocated would be 30 minutes. So just like the previous Kahoot game you joined yesterday, first thing first, you have to enter the code given to you in order for you to join the game. So make sure you check the code first, okay? And then once you in, make sure to use your real name. So if your name is Harry Potter, then use Harry Potter. Do not use Potterheads or other weird nicknames. Because if you use fake names, it's going to be quite difficult for us to track the real names of the winners. We're going to give you up to 5 minutes to enter Kahoot before we officially start the game. So no worry, the questions and answers will be shown on the screen once we start. But before we share you the Kahoot code, I'm going to let Kalisa to like share the information regarding to the spelling bee questions and answers. Go, Kalisa.
All right, thank you, Aisa. As you can see on the screen, I will explain to you briefly about the question. So the question will show a definition for a certain word, and you need to choose the correct spelling from the answers provided. Out of four spellings, three of them are wrong, and there is only one correct spelling. So before we wait for the Kahoot screen, I will tell you an important reminder. For the top 5 winners at the end of the Kahoot session, please screenshot your name and contact Alicia Sharzula through Telegram group. Right now, we will wait for the Kahoot screen first.
All right, participants, you can enter Kahoot now.
Yes, the pin is 8970567. So please use your real name as Aisa said before, and we will only give you up to 5 minutes to enter this session.
We have Siti Humaira, Aina. I think someone entered a wrong nickname there, right? That's the Kahoot team code.
Make sure to recheck.
That's okay. Yun Hana.
We have 22 participants now. Keep it coming.
Someone left just now. So now we have 21. Come on, guys.
We have
Enter
few
the
minutes
Kahoot.
left.
Yeah. This is going to be fun because it's spelling bee, right? It's going to test your spelling skills. All right. Okay, that's great. We have 30 participants now.
Who is disconnected? Wow, almost 40 participants.
That's good. That's good. The more, the merrier, guys.
So can we proceed?
Is it 5 minutes already? All right.
All right. So 5 minutes is up. Now, you can please be prepared for the first question. So good luck, everyone.
Good luck. Which one would it be? Make sure to check the spelling properly, guys.
One letter can make a big difference, so
Yep.
choose carefully.
Generous. Which one? Yes,
All right,
generous.
most of you
Few
got
of
it
you.
correct.
Yeah, some got it wrong and some didn't had enough time to answer
Managed
it,
to
I guess.
answer.
All right, great. Now Aina is in the first place now, right now.
Moving on to the next question.
Courageous. Oh, this one is quite tricky.
It looks similar, but it is not.
Yep. It's good if you can answer it faster because you will get more marks.
Yes.
But make sure to check if it's the correct answer or not.
All right, the answer
The
is
correct answer
third
is
option.
yellow.
I see someone must be confused with the
Yeah, I
options.
know it's quite confusing, right? Oh, now we have different person. Nadi.
Nadi is leading now.
Nadi is leading now. Ah, openness.
Openness.
Which one would it be? Is it? I myself would be quite confused for this one.
There's only 30 seconds for you to answer the
Yep.
question. So be quick.
Oh no, nobody's answered it yet. Why?
Hmm?
There's zero answer. Nobody answered it. Ah, you also confused like me. So open is the correct answer, guys. Yeah, maybe
It
some
must
of
be
you
the
have
line, I guess.
yeah problem with the lines. That's okay.
So okay, we still got a lot of questions coming.
Oh,
Studies.
studies.
Get stuck at previous question.
Oh, the internet is not okay. Oh,
Oh, I think it's from our
oh,
side.
yeah, yeah. This is a technical problem, right?
So the technical team suggests for us to restart the question. Is that okay for everyone?
It's okay. At least you have what four bonus answer.
All right, everyone. All right, everyone. We're deeply sorry for the technical problem. So we're waiting for the issue to solve before we continue with Aisa and Kalisa for the Kahoot. So we're still waiting. Dengar tak?
All right, you're
Okay.
back on the screen.
Yes, apologize for some technical issue there. Unavoidable, inevitable, is it?
You can re-enter this section
Yeah. So
using
now,
the green
you
key.
can, yep, yep. You can re-enter. Maybe for those who didn't make it to enter, you can have second chance now.
Yeah.
I see we have Nadi friend now. Just now we had Nadi cousin.
Keep it coming. There is 30 participants. So for now,
Many the merrier, you know. It's more challenging when you have more competitors, guys.
yes.
Gong Yu, Gong Yu, shouldn't you? Uh, impossible. There's no Gong Yu in here. Muchas gracias. Yeah. Snip Kun. Right,
Snake.
right.
Just a few more minutes and we'll proceed. All right, I think 5 minutes is up, everyone.
Yep. Can we have like 45? 43? Yep, let's start.
All right, so 5 minutes is up, I guess. So we hope everyone's ready because we are going to start again with the first question.
Good luck.
Let's go.
You is lucky, okay? You have four free answers. You
You
shouldn't
have twice the chance.
yeah.
All right, perfect.
One more.
And here we go.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. So we have Arif Haikal as the first or at the top right now.
Next question.
Courageous. This one was quite tricky. I forgot which one again. Oh yeah, third one. Make sure you check the spelling, okay, guys.
Few more to go.
Another person.
All right, that's it.
Oh,
So the third
that's good.
option.
Yeah, majority of you got it right, so that's good. Oh, we have Azri Aiman as the first place right now.
So the third question.
Openness. You have to answer like as quick as you can, but make sure it's the correct answer.
10 seconds left.
4 more people. 3.
All right, that's it.
Yes. Openness. Oh. Oh, we still
So
have
Wanaz
Aji Aiman.
Raiman still on the top. Keep it going.
Study. Which one is it?
It looks easy, but it is tricky.
Yeah, very tricky. Who did this question?
So the answer is
Yes.
the second option.
Studious. I don't know how to pronounce that. All right, now we move on to the 5th question.
So it's at the top this time.
We
We have another
different
winner.
person at the top. Credibility. This one is
I think this is quite easy.
yeah. Just need to make sure you check the spelling properly. Is there
Few more people.
4 more?
All right. So it's
Yeah,
obviously the first option.
Oh no, you got it confused with the second one. Oh, now we
Another
have
person this time.
Is this Nadi friends? Mischievous.
Mischievous. So which one this time? Second one.
Yes, the second one.
Will we have another winner this time?
Oh, we still have Nat.
Nat
At
on
the
the
first
top.
place. Yep.
7th question.
Perception. I think this one is quite easy, right?
Yes.
I think for me. Not like the previous questions.
I think everyone can get this.
Yep. I hope so.
Let's see. 2 more people. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 4 people who got it wrong, but it's okay.
But that's okay.
Everyone.
Wow. Nat
is still on the
lead.
top.
All right. 8 questions.
Pessimistic. This one is a bit tricky too.
Very tricky. Like it got you confused whether we have double S or
Double S.
M. Which one? Don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's double S
Wow.
in pessimistic.
We have variety of answers there. Oh no. There's no nut anymore. It's monk.
Monk this time. 9 points. Adventurous.
You know, the way we pronounce something and the way we spell it is completely different within English. So that's quite challenging. the third one is the correct answer. Now we still have
Have
monk.
monk on the top
Yep,
again.
we still have monk. Conscientious. Right.
This one is very tricky too.
Conscientious. Very
Take
tricky.
your time.
It's good that you answer it as fast as you could, but make sure the answer is correct.
Yes.
Yes,
So
the
the third one
is
is
the
the
correct
correct answer.
answer. Oh, you got it confused with the second one. Oh, we still
Oh.
have monk.
Monk still going
You
strong.
go, monk.
Enthusiastic.
Yeah. Which one will it be? Is it the first one? Is it the second one? We have 5 seconds more. Yes, the second one is the correct answer.
There's S in enthusiastic.
Yes. Oh, we still have monk. Leading.
Next question. Domineering.
Wish. I don't know if I were the
one E or
participant.
single E.
Yeah, the more I answer, the more confused I would be. Domineering. Which one is it?
One E or double E.
Or double N maybe?
Domineering.
Yes,
Alright,
the second one is the
congratulations.
correct answer.
Second one.
Some got confused with the first one. Ah, monk. Monk is still
Monk
at
is
the
leading
top.
again.
Yep. So this is the question number 15.
Sophisticated.
Which one? Sophisticated or sophisticated or sophisticated?
So the answer is
Yes,
the
the
third
answer is the third
option.
one. Sophisticated.
So can we see if Monk is still on the top?
Yep. Oh, I
Oh.
see new name there. Kuan Wangit is catching up right now. Compassion.
Right. Another question.
Is it the first one, the second one, the third one, or the fourth one? Which one will it be?
Compassion.
Passion.
Come on, 5 seconds left.
Come on, guys.
All
Yes,
right.
the first one is the correct
Oh,
answer.
32 people get it right.
Yeah. Oh, wow, Monk. I'm so impressed.
Monk is back on the chart.
Authentic.
Tactics.
Authentic.
There is only a slight difference in the answer options.
Kudos to the one who created this question. Very tricky indeed. Yeah, authentic. The second one is the correct
Yes.
answer. Is it you,
People got it
Kalisa?
confused. It's me. I'm sorry.
Aina Suha. Aina Suha is now replacing Mang. Okay.
5 more questions to go. Perfectionist.
Perfection.
Is it perfectionist or perfectionist?
Or maybe perfectionist?
Or
never know.
Perfections.
I think this one is quite easy.
Yeah.
Because there's already the word perfect there. Unless you got confused with the Chinese. Yes.
All right.
The first one is the
Majority
correct
got it right.
answer. Good job, everyone. Oh, Mang is catching up. Seems like Mang is a competitive person. You go, Mang.
Question 17.
Accountability. It's similar to credibility. Which one is going to have the double C or the L? Or maybe completely different?
Five more seconds.
Yes, the
Yes.
third one is the correct answer. Oh, some of you got it confused, right? Oh no, there's no Mang anymore. There's Aina, Suha,
I know, so
Alia,
is replacing
Farah,
everyone.
Ali Imran, Kwan, Wan Git.
3 last questions.
Yep.
Whimsical.
Whimsical. Which one would it be? Yes. Ooh,
almost everyone got it
Suha
right.
is on fire.
Right. Next question.
So second last.
So what's the word? Rebellious.
This one is quite tricky.
The answer options look almost the same.
Yeah. Is it you again, Kalisa?
Yes. Five seconds to go.
2, 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my. I'm sorry, everyone, for the confusing
Oh.
answer.
Yeah,
options.
I would have answered the second one also, you know. I see Nat again.
Now is climbing.
Yep.
Now the last question for today.
Last question. Oh.
Successfulness.
I know who created this question. It's me.
Right, take your time.
If you know the spelling for successful, I think this would be easy.
All right, that is our last question.
Oh, yes. So, let's see.
Wow.
Third place go to Farah. Congratulations, Farah. Second is Alia.
And
The first one is Aina Suha.
Aina Suha. Congratulations, winners. And as I reminded you before, please screenshot your name as a proof that you are winning, and you can thank Elisha Shazula through Telegram group. So we are very thankful for everyone who joins this Kahoot session today. And I think that is all from me and Aisa. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, that was a fun session, isn't it? But does anyone want to slither into Miss Isa and Miss Kalisa's DM though? Well, I hope that all of us had fun. The winners for the mini games will be announced shortly. For now, we have a thrilling surprise for our fellow wizard friends. 4 houses have joined forces to create a special performance for all of us. I present to you Harry Potter and the Online Class.
Hey, look at that. Did you see that? It's amazing. That one and that one too.
Ron,
Beautiful. What?
what's wrong with you? Please shut up.
Oh, why shut me up? I'm trying to compliment you. That's the
Silence.
Oh.
Quiet.
That's enough yammering from your lot. Welcome back to another magical year at Hogwarts. As you're all aware, the Muggle-born COVID pandemic has become so widespread that we, in the wizarding world, can no longer ignore it. As such, we are taking a note from the Muggles and moving all of our classes online this year. A terrible, terrible inconvenience, but we all must find a way to cope.
Professor, is it true that we'll start learning non-magical subject this semester?
Yes, Miss Granger, and since you all are still not allowed to practice magic outside of school, you will be adapting Muggle subjects.
What? But Professor, that does not sound magic at all.
Anyway, I will be your negotiation communication professor. Look who we have here.
I'm here, hello.
Well, Mr. Potter. So very kind of you to fit us into your busy schedule.
Sorry everyone, the Wi-Fi is really bad under the stairs. It took me ages to connect.
We can see that, mate. Don't worry. But oh, bloody hell! Don't tell me the dirt is coming back under the stairs, mate.
Unfortunately, yeah. They're afraid that term might grow again. So yeah, I've been locked here since last month.
If you're quite finished with the pleasantries, Mr. Potter, I do have a class to teach.
Ha! Did you see that your Muggle family treats you like dirt, Potter?
That's about enough out of you, Mr. Malfoy. As a reminder to everyone, there are no racial slurs in this class.
Oh, bloody hell. Did you just use a science spell on him, Professor?
What? No, I simply muted him, Mr. Weasley. I have admin privileges.
Oh, Ron. Well, there's such a thing as Leon's job, given the physical distance between Professor and Draco. There's no possible way it would have any effect on him.
And Miss Granger, that know-it-all remark just cost you 10 points from Gryffindor.
What? No!
Then let's make it 15, shall we?
Oh, but wait, are we still doing the house cup this year? Because it seems kind of pointless since we are not living together and Quidditch is cancelled.
You know that you don't have to worry anything about that, Longbottom, because Slytherin shall...
Okay, we shall start the lesson now.
A few moments later.
What was that, Professor? I heard Expelliarmus in the background.
Well, it seems that the Aurors are here to...
Bad news, guys. Voldemort has arrived at Hogwarts and he's attacking there right now.
Wait, what? Luckily, Harry is not there.
Huh, but just scared there, Potter.
Unfortunately, Voldemort is here and class is dismissed.
Hello, Professor?
Professor?
Don't what?
Yeah, I think don't sign our attendance, maybe?
Oh, Professor, are you still there?
Oh no, guys, there's trouble. I think we might need to go to Hogwarts.
What? Harry, no!
Harry, no!
But Voldemort is looking for you, Harry.
Wow, Potter, the boy who lived.
Cut it out
Shut
now.
up,
Hogwarts needs us now.
Alright, man. Count us in.
Okay, I'm in too.
I'm in too, I guess.
Sorry. I thought Ron is a ginger. Turns out he is Chinese. No hard feelings, Wayne. I'm just kidding. Moving on, I now invite Miss Najat to announce the winners for our mini games. Take it away, Miss Najat.
All right, excuse me, sorry for the late. Thank you, Iza. Hello, everyone. I'm Iza Najad. So, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time that we have been waiting for. Can you guess what? Yes, the winner announcement ceremony. That is right. Throughout this today event, we have prepared so many activities, mini games, and lucky draw for all the participants. It is actually to practice the skill that you have learned throughout during this program because practice makes perfect, right? So I hope you guys enjoy the games, and if you did not win any games, don't be sad because please know that we acknowledge every effort you've put into this program. My sincere thanks to all of you. After this ceremony, please be aware that all the winners need to contact Anis Fatiha to claim the prizes. Or she can, through the Telegram WhatsApp, to the Telegram group. Sorry, the result for all the categories are already with me. Ladies and gentlemen, please be patient. We are going to start with the first slot, which is Gryffindor slot. Without further ado, the fifth place of Gryffindor slot, which is letters for you, is Asma binti Muhammad Rafi. Congratulations, Asma. Then the fourth place wins by Muhammad Faris Ammar bin Zulkifli. Congratulations, Muhammad Faris Ammar. And next, the third place goes to Nurul Husni binti Majri. Congratulations to the winner. And the second place goes to Muhammad Arif Haikal bin Muhammad Arifin. And the highlight, the winner for this slot is Ahmad Ihab bin Muhammad Adli. Congratulations to all the winners. You deserve that. Okay, next we move on to the Hufflepuff slot, which is Kahoot Canva. The fifth place goes to Nur Ifah Nadia binti Ilyas, followed by Sharafina binti Muhammad Rafi on the fourth place. The top three goes to Manpreet Kaur, anak perempuan Mahandisin. The second place wins by Ain Zawana binti Ahmad Rizwan. And the king of Kahoot Canva goes to, drumroll, Muhammad Arif Haikal bin Muhammad Arifin. Congratulations once again to the winners. Moving on to the third slot, Ravenclaw slot, which is Bingo Synthesis. For the fifth place, the winner is Ahmad Shakir bin Suhaimi. Applause, everyone! Congratulations to the winner. Next, we move on to the fourth place that goes to Sharafina binti Muhammad Rafi. Now the three lead winners. The third winner goes to Manpreet Kaur. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name in a wrong way. So the second winner is Lau Jian Teng. And last but not least, for the Ravenclaw slot, which is Bingo Synthesis, the first champ goes to Nur Alpha binti Johan. Congratulations once again, everyone. Now, I'm going to announce the winners for the final slot, which is Slytherin slot or Kahoot Spelling Bee. Without wasting your time, the fifth winner is Aina Suha. And next, the fourth winner, take a deep breath, everyone. The winner is Alia. Congratulations. Now moving on to the top three for the final slot. The third champion is Farah, and the second place is won by Nad. The final winner of the day for Slytherin slot Kahoot Spelling Bee goes to Ihab V. Congratulations to everyone who wins. I hope you guys are happy with the result and also the prizes. Before we end the winner announcement ceremony, I will announce all the winner for the lucky draw session again. Please be alert and don't forget to claim your prizes from the person in charge. Firstly, Manpreet Kaur, anak perempuan Mahendra Singh. Second, Nur Fatin Alia binti Muhammad Khairi. Third, Kaya Fayat Omuwuni. Fourth, Kwan Wan Gi. Fifth, Nahdatul Korea binti Rusli. This was the active participant that we selected just now, and the second active participant goes to Arif Haikal. Congratulations once again to all the winners. And now we have come to the end of this session. I want to say thank you to everyone who participated in the games. You guys have made this event so cheerful. Hope to see you again in the future. With that, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum, and I give it to Isa.
All right. So thank you, Miss Najat, for the winners announcement. So thank you and congratulations again to our champions. You have made Hogwarts proud. Now let us have another round of lucky draw with our enchantress, Miss Aisa. So the floor is yours, enchantress.
Thank you to our lovely Miss MC. Assalamualaikum and welcome back everyone. My name is Aisa Oma and I'm going to be your host for this very final session of Lucky Draw. Okay, I know everyone is tired because we had a very long day already. So before we start, I would like to inform that there will be 3 winners. I repeat, 3 winners who will bring prizes home. So to those who have not won any yet, be patient because this might be your time to be lucky. Alright, so before we spin the wheel, for the last time, I would like to remind to the winner, you must respond by replying in the Facebook or YouTube comment section, okay? If you fail to do so, then we will make another lucky draw to give to the next lucky person. Okay, so in the count of 1, 2, 3, spin the wheel. Who would be our first lucky person for this last session? Amni Yuso. Oh, congratulations, Amni Yuso. Can I see Amni Yuso respond, please? Amni Yuso 1. Amni Yuso 2. Amni Yuso 3. Okay. Amni Yuso. Do we have Amni Yuso with us? So, should we do next spin, I guess? Yep, let's do another spin then. Who is it? Who is this first lucky person? Ainul Halimatu Zahra binti Biding. Congratulations, Ainul. Can I have Ainul Halimatu Zahra responding, please? calling for Ainul Halimatul Zahra binti Biding. Is Ainul going to be our first lucky person for this last session? Or how is it? Ainul, are you here? Oh no, I think Ainul is not here. So let's do another spin, please. Who is it? I don't know anymore. So the first lucky person is Nur Fakiha binti Abu Salim. Congratulations, Nur Fakiha. Can I have Nur Fakiha respond, please? Nur Fakiha binti Abu Salim, are you with us? Nur Fakiha. Nur Fakiha 1. Nur Fakiha 2. Nur Fakiha 3. Oh no. 2. So we have to do another spin, I guess. We haven't found our first lucky person yet. Come on, guys. You're lucky, okay? You should, Yeah, the first one again. Nur Emilia Afika binti Fazlul Wahid. Can I have Nur Emilia Afika respond, please? Nur Emilia Afika. Yes, congratulations, Nur Emilia Afika. You are the first lucky person, although after many spins. But congratulations, you are the lucky first person for this last session. All right, we have our first one. Now, can we please continue with the second one? Who will it be, our second lucky person? Congratulations, Nabila Ainshah binti Muhammad Mansori. Can I have Nabila Ainshah respond, please? Nabila Ainshah 1. Nabila Ainshah 2. Nabila Ainshah 3. No Nabila? Oh no. Seems like we have to do another spin then. Where are all our wizards? So who is the second lucky person? Nur Najla Khairani binti Muhammad Fakrul Razi. Congratulations, Nur Najla. Can I have Nur Najla Khairani respond, please? Nur Najla Khairani. All right. Congratulations, Nur Najla Khairani. Thank you for responding. Okay, now it seems like we have saved the last for the best. So let's spin this wheel for the last time, please. Who is the last lucky person? The last lucky person is Sharafina binti Muhammad Rafi. Congratulations. Can I have Sharafina respond, please? Sharafina 1. Sharafina 2. All right. Congratulations, Sharafina. Okay, just to inform, the person in charge will put the winner's name on our Telegram group. So do notify Anis Fatihah to claim your prizes. Okay, winners? So once again, winners, congratulations. And to those who did not win, do not be sad. Maybe you will be lucky in future events. So I think that's all from me. Thank you for listening to our first until the final session of Lucky Draw. I enjoy hosting this Lucky Draw session. So I will pass back to the lovely Miss MC. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss our enchantress, Miss Aisa, for the fun session, and congrats to all of our lucky visits. I hope nobody used some sort of spells to get your name called. Now we have almost come to the end of our program, but first I would like to call upon our program advisor and lecturer, Madam Norji Diana binti Azmi, to give a few words. So, all right, the floor is yours, Madam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to all. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Boleh dengar ya? Everyone can see. I hear you. Oh, okay, thank you very much. Okay, first and foremost, macam mana ya? Okay, Assalamualaikum once again, and good evening to everyone. Our Dean, our respective Dean, Professor Madya, Dr. Muhammad Nazri bin Latif Azmi, the students, the lecturers, the students, and also the participants of self-upskilling plan. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm in the car right now. I'm actually not in Terengganu. I'm in KL. Cuti kan, tahun baru. Okay, first I would like to thank and congratulate my students, the Band 7 students, for being able to organize the self-upskilling plan program. As we all know, this is one of the assessment that the students need to do for their for the marks. Okay, so they don't have a final exam. Okay, the students for event management, they don't have a final exam, so they have to conduct an event. So Alhamdulillah, okay, despite all the challenges, despite we have to conduct an online event, but I think you guys did very well. I am very proud of you. Congratulations to everyone. All right. And I also would like to thank the Dean, Dr. Professor Madya, Dr. Muhammad Nazri, and also all the managements of Fakulty Bahasa and Komunikasi, and also all the staffs for all your help and all your support for my students, for Band 7 students. Without your help, I don't think we are able to do this, okay, on our own. And of course, to all the speakers, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you guys are willing to join us, to share your knowledge, to share your experience, not only with my students, with our students, with Band 7 students, but most importantly with the participants of SUP, Self-Upskilling Program. And also, I would like to thank all the students, the participants, for your cooperation, for joining us, and not to forget all the sponsors who are sponsoring this event. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to also take this opportunity to wish everyone a very blessed and happy New Year 2022. I hope that whatever challenges that we have faced in 2021, we can make it as make it as an experience that will mematangkan dan mendewasakan, quote unquote. Okay. Okay, I think that's all from me. And congratulations and all the best to all the participants. I hope, and also my students, I hope your experience that you have gained during this event will help you to prepare yourself for your future, endeavors. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Madam Najidena, for the speech. And now it is our honor to call upon the Dean for Faculty of Languages and Communication from University Sultan Zainal Abidin, UNIZA, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Nazri bin Latif Azmi, to give a few words that will officially mark the end of our program. The floor is yours, Associate Professor Doctor.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good evening, everybody. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to this event under one of the event courses, that is event management. Thank you very much, Dr. Madam Gigi Diana, the head of the department, and also the guests for making this event as successful as possible. And I was informed that this is the closing ceremony of the self-upskilling plan program. Very good, very good. Thank you very much again for inviting me. So as one of the band lecturers, I hope everyone can learn and take this chance to learn all the skills and enjoy the activities during this 2-day program. And I'm very sure that you have got a lot of knowledge, information, tips from the speakers. And inshallah, you have developed yourself not only physically, mentally, but also spiritually. As I share with you, all band 7, one of the online newspaper cutting on our WhatsApp group, taken from the Malaysian Employers Federation, MEF, whereby the president, Syed Hussein Syed Osman, said that the association's 2021 survey of salaries and executive and non-executive show that the top 5 skills needed for candidates to be hired were critical thinking, English proficiency, interpersonal skills, flexibility, and adaptability skills. So this event is truly in line with what be mentioned by the president of MEF, whereby you need to develop your critical skill, you use the language, you mix with everybody, accept all the weaknesses, strength among your friends, and try to be in good position of using your knowledge and your skills so that the event runs smoothly. And to all my band students, in a few months ahead, you are going to do your internship, and please make sure that you try to do your very best in your internship and try to avoid doing internship in UNIZA or a company that asks you to do it online or virtual LI. Try to find a job, the internship whereby you can be physically in the office, in the agency. Try your best, okay? And also try to choose and be in an agency that you can develop and explore your language and communication skills. So you can ask the company about the job spec that you are going to be given. And if the job specs are suitable for you, please grab the opportunity. If not, try to find other agencies. And I also would like to congratulate Band 7 for organizing this program successfully. And I'm sure all of you have done huge preparations to ensure everything goes smoothly as planned and expected. And it's not easy to conduct an online program because the deciding factor is the technology. If you are not good in technology, maybe it might defect the program. And last but not least, I would like to thank again the KPPBMK, Madam Gigi Diana, for guiding all band students, involving all band 7 students in organizing this great successful event. And I really hope that all of you can gain something memorable, beneficial to be brought to your future, and especially by having guest speakers who are very knowledgeable in their field of study, knowledgeable in their work. You have been able to share your idea with them. Okay, so I think by reciting Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I officially end the SUP program, and hopefully to see you one day, inshallah, during your LI, or worst come to worst, I see you during the convocation next year. That's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Nazir bin Latif Azmi, for the speech. To cherish this bond that we have shared together, let us have a photography session to always remember this momentous experience. Strike your best poses, everybody. So now let's welcome Dr. Nazri and also Madam Gigi on stage, as well as others, for a photography session. Oh, Madam, Madam Roy already ready.
Okay,
So I will do the countdown. Okay. All right. So we're ready, right? Okay. 3, 2, 1, smile. 3, 2, 1, cheese. All right. I think that's all. Thank you, Dr. Nazir, and also Madam Gigi, for joining us in this photography session. So it seems like the media team has prepared a special video for all of us. Let us watch it together, shall we?
Turn to page 394.
mischief managed.
So, wizards and witches, did you enjoy our sessions for today? It will be great if all of you can leave a review on the feedback form given in the comment sections and also our Telegram group. The end of the video montage marks the end of our program. On behalf of our team, we would like to deliver our highest gratitude to every person that has participated and contributed in this event. Our highest gratitude goes to Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Nazri bin Latif Azmi for attending our humble program. We are also beyond grateful to our precious lecturer and program advisor, Madam Norjiji Diana binti Azmi, for guiding us in executing this program. Not to forget, we are exceedingly grateful for our participants' cooperation and support. We would like to apologize for any inconvenience, technical problems that occurred throughout the program. We hope that with the knowledge shared by our very professional and helpful panelists, all of us are more aware and informed of what needs to be done for the next stages of our lives. It is in high hope that this knowledge will be fully utilized for the better version of ourselves. Lastly, we hope that everyone is staying safe in this muggle-born pandemic, and we pray that God will shelter you and your loved ones wherever you go. With that, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We wish a very pleasant day to everyone. Thank you. Safe journey home, my fellow wizard friends.